Hi gang, it's Heavy Dobby, and I'm on my way home from work, but I have to vlog. Want to talk about Valentine's Day. So tomorrow is Valentine's Day 2013, and every Wednesday I have a meeting that's called the management team meeting, and there's 8 of us that get together, and our program administrator often provides snacks, and she's very thoughtful and remembers to bring celery sticks or apples, some kind of fruit, and often nuts, and always chocolate. So there's always something that if I felt like I was hungry, I could probably pick up and chew on, whether I'm in P2, P3, P4, or in my heavy dobby phase, in total rebellion. So today, being the day before Valentine's, she brought what most of us consider our favorite dessert individually, and she brought these. And if you're not familiar with what just the appearance, they're homemade shortbread cookies. They're McTavish shortbread. Very appreciative. Thanked her and thought it was very generous because they're not cheap. And I had to focus on the meeting, but I also got thinking about just this diet mentality that we're wrestling with, and HCG not being a diet but being a protocol, and how we take the diet thought and break it up into pieces and look at each individual piece as an opportunity for us to rethink our eating habits, the way we approach food. And this is where it gets hard for me, because I wanted, like everyone else, to cut open that package and at least eat one cookie, because I love the flavor. I love the texture and the taste and the mouthfeel, and it's sugar. But on the protocol, we have to adhere to a diet, and I don't mean diet as in losing weight. I mean diet as in a way of eating that does not permit me today or tomorrow or the next 4 to 5 weeks to partake in sugar. So the first thing I thought of was, I'm going to be loading on March 31st and April 1st. I will save it till then, and I'll really enjoy it then, or will I? Because loading is normally not pleasurable. If I ate it today, I would definitely have pleasure more so. But then the feelings that come along with not following the diet or the plan for HCG protocol would be upsetting. Or I could take this and I could take this and give it as a gift, regift, I could, and give it to somebody or someone's child so that they can enjoy it, but I would like to enjoy it. So when does it not become a diet? Because Robin in one of her I got a little thing in a seed or something. Robin in her last vlog said food is supposed to be pleasurable, and it is. But when you're on the HCG protocol, and those of you who know what I'm talking about, but those of you who are observing and watching and considering the HCG protocol, it's really hard to separate this from Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, Nutrisystems, HCG, all that, because we are so adamant to say that this is not a diet, although our food is restricted. So today I can't have that cookie. Today I choose not to have that cookie. The little Debbie inside of me, or the little Heavy Dobby inside of me, says, I want that cookie. And I don't want to share it. So I'm going to wrap it up and put my name on it and put it in the freezer, and then I'm going to have it on March 31st. There's also the option of me getting angry and saying, why in the heck can't I have that? Or should I say, I may have to choose never to have wheat or sugar again because I really don't feel that good on wheat when I have too much. So, I would like to have some feedback because we're telling ourselves that we have some freedoms because this isn't a diet. It's a lifestyle change. And yet, am I going to hoard this for myself for later? I think you know where I'm going with this, so I won't be as redundant as I feel like I'm starting to be. But I would love some comments from those of you who are experienced to help me with my perspective. It is Valentine's Day after all. And those of you who are looking into this protocol and haven't yet tried it, what are your questions? What do you think my thinking errors are? You know, I used to be addicted to cigarettes, and it took me 1.5 years before I stopped thinking about a cigarette every time I had a certain behavior. Every time I got in the car, I wanted to light up a cigarette. Every time I ate a meal at a restaurant, I wanted to light a cigarette. Anytime I went out to a bar with a friend, every time I put my feet on the floor from getting up in the, waking up in the morning, I wanted a cigarette. Right before I went to bed, before I brushed my teeth. So there were certain habits in my life that I would smoke. There are certain habits of my life that I want to eat sugar. Is that wrong? Is it wrong for me to think that I can't have sugar? It's not wrong. I know that from studies they say that sugar actually triggers in your head the same way drugs do to release dopamine, and so you get the same kind of high as if you were on drugs. Well, my drug of choice is carbs and sugars. So should I give up sugar forever? So what do you think? Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and a lot of us will be around treats. It's not, and I've told you this before, it's not when I'm around a lot of people and I'm walking into the kitchen tomorrow and there's donuts and there's cakes and there's cookies and there's chocolate. I don't give it a second thought. It's when I'm in the car alone and down there is something that I can do in secret, because I have a value on this that says this is bad, and I have a value on this that says this is good. Depends on who you talk to. Robin says neither one is good or bad. Food for thought.